whipped out these bad boys, these shorts here.
What shorts?
These black. I don't know if they're supposed to be skinny, but they're too long when I stand up. They're below the knee, and I'm not trying to mow lawn in these, so I'm gonna cut them probably like 3 inches above the knee. And go from there. That's my big plan for tonight. I got big Friday night plans.
With all those chicks, you're going to hang out with all those chicks.
Damn, dude, all those chickens.
That was so cute. That was funny as shit.
My boss has so many chickens.
Oh, that's your boss's?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I thought you were just at somebody's house randomly. Yeah. Whatever.
Just walked up. Hey, I'm going to take a video of your chickens.
I thought of you the other day because we had hail damage about a year ago, and now we're getting it all done, the roofing side, whatever. And so there's been a bunch of teams, whatever. And I have a garage gym, and I have my garage gym open, and they were all working there. There was the AC guys, and I was just lifting. I'm like, they're just staring at me. I'm like, this is what Dawson must have felt like when he was working, and that guy had all that rogue stuff. He's like, yeah, but these guys did not work out. So they're just like, what's this fucking kid doing?
What is this?
I'm trying to get jacked, bro. I'm trying to get jacked.
Dude, that's the fucking goal.
Yeah.
See, I've told people for so long that the keto diet is not sustainable, which in a way it technically isn't. I might try the keto diet, bro.
Keto, I tried keto for a little bit. It's pretty good. Here's before you get into diets, watch the Explain. Do you have Netflix?
Oh yeah.
There's a series called Netflix called Explain, and each episode is completely different. Go down to the bottom. I think it's like episode 12. It's called Why Do Diets Fail? Why do diets fail? You know who Stan Efrenian is? Yeah. He's a big guy in the lifting. He coaches Thor Hathorn.
I probably do if I saw him.
He lives in Vegas. Yeah, he's an older
dude,
but he's very, very intelligent. But he talks about it too. He's like, what's the best diet? Well, it's individual. It's subjective. It's the diet you can stick to. That's the best. That's the best fucking diet. So like you said, keto. There's a lot of people who like Mark Bell. He's been keto for a year now, 2 years now.
I thought he was on the meat diet, the all meat diet, wasn't he? Mark Bell.
He was doing carnivore.
I think he's on carnivore now because he was talking about.
Pretty similar. A lot of meats.
Honestly,
a lot of meats.
Yeah.
But I guess the carnivore is all meats. But anyway, it's the diet you can fucking stick to.
And
so for me,
it
did not work. That did not work. And the low sugar one too, like cut out complete carbs, like cut out sugar, did not fucking work. It just doesn't work. I'm sorry.
No.
It doesn't work for me.
But like with the keto diet, you can still do like a cheat day every once in a while, like a high carb day. Mm-hmm. Like they say you should do that at least once a week.
But here's the thing though. With me, I still do not eat a lot of carbs. I just don't. The more I learned about nutrition, right, and especially with my major and stuff and getting into different classes, carbs, unless you're a really big athlete or you're using them before something, they're just really not necessary, right? They really don't lead to helping building muscle. I mean, they do, right? Carbs are really important when you're trying to get big, but
trying to get swole.
But maintenance wise, the majority of America, carbs are not your enemy, but carbs are just not necessarily needed.
Yeah.
Especially to the large amounts that most people do. Most people have over 100 carbs, 150 carbs per meal. I'm like, I don't even get that in 3 days. I'm like, I barely get 70 grams of carbs in a day. You know what I'm saying? I don't need that.
Pretty good though, yeah.
I just don't need that.
That's what I was thinking. I was just thinking about cutting down to like starting with like 30 a day. 30 carbs a day and just go from there.
And here's the thing. It doesn't have to be like, completely just like lose all taste and all fun. I love sandwiches. I don't know about you. I love sandwiches.
Sourdough?
I love subs. Sourdough is great.
Buttery toast.
And I do have sourdough. I have the farmhouse sourdough. Amazing fucking shit. Amazing. But guess what? What I would do? I'll just buy lunch meat and tomatoes and whatever, and I'll just roll it up in a lettuce wrap.
Saw that in Graham.
Yeah. So now I literally have. I now have a sandwich, but it's everything just off the bun. The ones that makes it good. Nah, man. The mayo and the tomatoes. That's what makes it good.
Have you had the real mayo? With, I think it's olive oil infused in it.
Is real mayo a brand, right? Or no?
I think so. It just comes in like a little squeezable bottle and says with olive oil, and it fucks hard.
Is it dope?
It's so good. It is so good, dude.
I've just recently,
game changer.
Like I've recently just these last few months gotten into like sauces. So like I before this it was only ketchup or barbecue sauce, but now I'm just like, oh, I like mustard. Oh, I like mustard. Oh, ranch. Oh, I really like
Chipotle ranch.
Oh, Chipotle is my favorite. Chipotle ranch or Chipotle mayo. That's my shit.
Chipotle ranch will make anything.
Done. My shit. I have a squeezable bottle of that.
Sauces and seasonings are.
And if you're looking for calories, season the shit out that motherfucking shit, man. Just, sauces get a little high calorie, but seasons, nothing. You know what I'm saying? Ooh, a high salt content. Well, go fucking work and sweat it out anyway, buddy. I mean, if you're not
drinking enough water.
Yeah, exactly. If you don't have a problem with high cholesterol, then don't worry about your fucking salt.
No.
Salt is really important to you.
It'll just help you give better pumps and just drink a lot of water.
Going back to Stan Efrenian, one of the things he said, he's like the sports enhancing substance that nobody uses is salt. Use salt. He's like, my athletes, when I train them, when they're working out and all of a sudden they're starting to cramp. I'm like, here you go. Here's fucking salt tablets. You need salt, guys. Salt carries no calories, but yet it makes you look fuller. It makes you happier.
Yep.
It makes you feel more satisfied, and it leads to better pumps. And
it's all about the pumps.
It's all about the
pumps of the gram.
I literally just saw a TikTok today. The guy's like, he's walking with my buddy, no pump, and then all of a sudden he's like, duh. And then he was like shockwave, and then showed a bunch of pictures of like,
David Lade.
David Lade, yeah, you saw it. That Jackson guy one, yeah, it was David Lade or whatever.
It really do be like that.
Simeon Panda and shit, yeah. So yeah, that was good stuff. That's really fucking.
So I just get a home gym, and then you can just not worry about it.
Have you been to it? I know everything was closed down, but have you been to a gym since you had your home gym?
Yeah, I went to the Y. I went to the YMCA with Brady.
In St. Cloud?
Yep, and then sat in the steam room and
see, that's what I miss. Nice. Now that I don't live in that apartment,
yeah, dude.
We haven't even talked about the apartment's all done, so I don't pay for a blank room no more. That apartment's all done now. It's just, dude, the day that we were all done, it was like mid-February. It was a little bit after my 21st birthday. I was just like, oh, thank God that shit's done, dude. Yeah, it was so relief. Now I look at my fucking cash flow and I'm like so positive and stuff. Now that I had that work too, I was like making good money. I'm like, this is where it should be going. Not in the red. Let's stay in the green, motherfucker.
Yeah.
But what I was asked about is that is like, because I've done it, you didn't know me back in high school, but I had a big ass shed, and I did that there too. But I'd always go to the gym. Do you enjoy the home gym? Like, do you fucking love it? Will you ever go back when you move to a new place too? Will you ever go back?
No. I will never go back, just because I can drop weights, I can get chalk all over, I can play music as loud as I want, whatever music I want. I know some gyms, they obviously, like powerlifting gyms you get to are more that like the raw lifting gyms that have like the loud music. You can take your shirt off, you can yell, you can get pumped up, hyped up. They do make those gyms, and I think it'd be cool to like experience more of those gyms.
Yeah.
But I just like being in just my own gym, because it's like I feel like I get more stuff done, because it's I'm more of a like self-motivating person with that. And then you don't have to wait for people in the machines and this, so it's all right there. You get in, get out.
Here's my question on it, because this is where I struggle with it, but maybe you have other parts of your life where you balance this out, or maybe you don't go to the gym for this reason anyway. But do you miss, or do you feel like you need that social aspect? Because that was a really big part why I enjoyed the gym. When I was lifting with Jack a lot, I realized that when I went to college, but I actually had a lifting buddy in college too. So when I left there, right, I haven't had a lifting buddy since, and I realized that's a huge reason why I like lifting. But then again, you probably have people come over.
Yeah, no, I lift with Brady, Damien, and then like Kyle Stops.
Is that every time, or how often do you lift alone?
Yeah, I lift alone not very often.
So there you go. Yeah, okay. So you still have the social aspect.
And I mean, the times that I have lifted alone, I actually enjoy doing that every once in a while, just because it's peace of mind.
Yep.
And that was one of the big reasons why I got out of like the public gyms, was because of that social aspect. I'm a very outgoing person, so when I meet these people and I introduce myself and make these friendships,
you want to talk to them.
Every time I'm in there, I talk to them. I don't get shit done. I'm like, God, I gotta keep going.
I remember you saying that in the first podcast.
So that's one of the issues.
It's one of the issues, yeah. I remember I actually heard something really bad, and I actually was gonna make a video about it, and then I was gonna shout you out, because I was say a friend of mine, Dawson Pittman, would agree with me exactly on this, because sometimes I was able to pull this out. Sometimes I'll put my headphones on, and then I have a cord headphones, and I'll pull them out so they look like they're Bluetooth, but I have nothing in there, because sometimes I don't care to listen to music. I'm good to just be silent and listen to the weights. So I did that the other day, just yesterday actually, and I overheard these kids talking. They were like making fun of this other kid. They're like, "Oh, dude, look at that. He can't even." He's like, "Dude, the kid. These kids looked like they were 11th graders, and this other kid looked like he was in 8th grade." And I was like, "Who the fuck? You want to see me? Do you want to see what I looked like when I first started? I was inverted. Instead of belly going out, my belly went in, and I was anorexic. I looked like I just came straight out of the motherfucking Holocaust. And like, I'm not trying to make light of that situation.
But I like the opposite of that.
Yeah, and like I couldn't even do assisted or even like with a band pull-ups. Couldn't do one. I was so incompetent. Absolutely. Couldn't do shit. Look at the progression I made 8.5 years later, damn near 9 years later. Like. What the fuck? My dad just said that to me too the other day. It made me mad that he thought this way. He's like, because he didn't have. He did a little bit of working out stuff, but he kind of not being in the gym affected him. He's like, well, yeah, I got this new sweatshirt and this and that. He's like, I want to have it so I can cover out so people aren't looking at me like, oh, look at that fat guy. Look how fat he got now. I'm like, Dad. I'm like, making fun of some guy working at the gym, a fat person working at the gym, is like making fun of a homeless person at a job fair. We're all trying to work. And he's like,
we're trying to get somewhere.
He's like, oh, look at that. I'm like, Dad. I'm like, you think that, Dad? Who the fuck cares if somebody looks at you and says, oh, look at that guy. He's obese again. He's putting on a few pounds. Annoying. Who cares?
Yeah, even after like this whole quarantine thing as well, and when people going back to the gym, Still don't make fun of them. Yeah, a lot of people probably lost their gains and they're struggling with that and they're trying to get back to where they were before the fucking quarantine. But like, stop picking on people and stop bashing people for trying to better themselves. Like, that's my biggest pet peeve in the gym. And I've even like called a couple people out on that. I'm like, how do you think this is okay?
Yeah.
We all start somewhere. Whether it's we're too heavy and we want to lose weight, whether we're too skinny and we want to put on weight, we all got to start somewhere. It's just like these people just don't understand. These people just don't understand like what they're doing is stupid.
And I've seen a famous quote that I really understand. I don't connect with it because I have a bigger, more self-esteem, but it says that most people don't start because they're afraid of being seen at the bottom. Yep. Nobody's afraid of being at the bottom, but they're afraid of being seen at the bottom because of the judgment that comes with it.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like, you know how many things in my life and your life that we are going to continue to do that we're going to be at the bottom of? Oh, I want to start a real estate business. Oh, you're broke and you're basically working for everybody else. You're working your ass off, making nearly anything. Everyone else is just giving you money and making a shit ton of money. How am I going to get to their level if I don't start at the level they started at?
For real.
Right? Every beginner, every expert was once a beginner. That's the truth fucking fact.
We all start at the bottom.
Just because some people started, like Mozart, he started playing piano when he was 4, doesn't mean you can't start when you're 40. You may never be Mozart, but who cares? Be your Mozart. Be the best Mozart you can fucking be. You know what I'm saying?
And don't listen to what other people have to say about you. Like, just know the hard work that you're putting in, the dedication to your craft that you have, and just fucking grind. Take progression photos. I mean, that's one thing I always tell people. Instead of like stepping necessarily on the scale, which, yes, the scale is an important tool, but take progression photos once every month. I've told Brady this. I've told Damien this. Every month, take a picture. Every month, take that picture. And even that's one thing in my gym is I say no fucking judgment zone. And I'll call people out if there is judgment.
There's a huge industry called Planet Fitness that is massively grown because of that.
Yeah.
They would want us people to stop being judged.
And it's just ridiculous. It's one of them things where it's just super annoying. It's not needed. Boost people's confidence. And if someone's doing something wrong, instead of laughing at him, pointing at him, making fun of him, walk up to him and kindly ask, like, hey, can I show you how to do this a little bit better to help benefit you and prevent injury? And if they say, no, man, all right, just figure it out. Yeah, no judgment. Just leave it alone. And if someone does come and asks you or even tries to teach you, be teachable. Let that person, allow that person to show you something different because it might benefit you more.
There was plenty of times when me and Jack had our egos fucking smacked because somebody would be like, hey, you guys are good squat weight. That's good stuff, but you guys don't notice. You guys have a good straight back, but your lower back kind of tweaks a little bit. And that's one specifically, a little butt wink. And I'm like, he didn't know what that was, but he's like, yeah, I guess not a dual there. And he's like, if you'll eventually have a very bad injury. I didn't listen to him. I listened to him and did that when he was watching for that rest of that lift. When the next time I went to the squat sesh, I probably went right back to it. And guess what? 4 months later, I had a 5-month break because I damn near snapped my back. Like, it was horrible. My worst injury ever. And I'm like, well, that's a humble ya. Yeah. Maybe you should have listened to that motherfucker. He may not have looked like he know what he was talking about, but he did. And it's just a little tip. Be teachable, man. That's what I would say too. I was like, that's what I hate about with my other formats and how I seemed really preachy and I was telling people this way. It's like, no, dude, we are all students. Yep. I think every interaction, no matter what it is, it can just be a small talk about how your day's going. Every single interaction you have with a human is an opportunity to learn something. And if you don't, it was a failed interaction. I believe that.
Yeah, ask
I truly
questions
believe that.
And want to learn.
But going back to, you said it before we even started talking, like, oh, someone will always say something. I wish people would know that too. You don't want to go there because you're afraid of being judged, so someone will judge you. But guess what? They're going to judge you for not being there too. Oh, you're afraid to go out and be a YouTube star because what people will say to you? Well, guess what? When you don't try at all, people will say something too. People will always say something or always talk shit about you no matter which level you're going for, baby. No matter which level. Even if you're just like, I'm just going to stay out of the spotlight and have nobody even know who I am. So there will be people judging you. You'll just never know it.
Yeah, and like there was one thing I always said is like grind in silence and let your success speak loud for you.
Yeah.
But even when you do that, you're still going to get hate because people talk. People will always talk. And it's my biggest thing is just put your head down. Pick a lane. Pick a direction you want to go. Pick your B. You start at your A. Pick your B point. And just go for it. And you're gonna hear hate. You're gonna hear every like negative comment you can possibly hear under the sun. But that doesn't matter. At the end of the day, as long as you're happy and you're progressively getting towards your goal more and more every single day, month, year, because shit takes a long time sometimes.
Yeah.
Keep going. And you'll eventually get there.
That's one thing I learned, and it was kind of thank you, mama. My mom taught me. She's like, basically, she told me the nicest way. You got to stay in your fucking lane.
For
He's
real.
like, there, like what you're talking about right now, and what you're trying to do. There may be a time that is your lane, but you don't know enough yet about that to get to step in that lane, buddy. Stay in your fucking lane. And I think going back to the interaction and stuff, when I was going high, I was in my lane. And all of a sudden, when the interaction was low, because I was out of my lane, I was stepping out of my boundary, I was talking about things I really did not know about. And now that I'm coming back to saying, hey, you know what I know most about? Me. This is me. This is my story.
Yep.
Let me tell you my story. I'm a storyteller. Let me tell you about a little bit. And please, somebody out there tell me that you feel the same way. Because that's what we all need.
Everyone's got their story and they want to tell it. And it's like, it's one of the things I'm the type of person that I want to listen to it, because everyone has a different story. And I think it's cool to see where people have came from and where they're at now and like how they got there. What
I think is the most beautiful thing of the human being is that we are all so different, but so alike. So alike. Everyone's like, oh, why should I tell my story? I'm just, Joe Schmo from small town Minnesota, right? Why should I tell my story? Because there are so many people that will relate to that story. Say it in a funny way, tell it in an interesting way.
A little twist on it.
Yeah, we're all storytellers. We are all storytellers. Don't let anybody tell you differently, man. There's something, what happens to us between 10 and 14? We just lose imagination and light and spunk. Middle school just fucking wrecks us, dude. People just say, hey, get serious. No more of this fun, hippie hipping and having a bunch of fun and, thinking life is all sunshine and rainbows. It's like,
it's time to grow up. Time to grow up. It's like, what?
For what?
Yeah,
for what fucking reason? I know people who have made entire careers off not growing up. These guys right here are my favorite guys on YouTube. They're 44-year-old, each have kids and everything and that's what they do. They're not grown up. So like
they're living their dream.
We get paid to act like kids on the screen. Right? Like why? Why? Imagination is so amazing. That's why people like drugs and alcohol, because it lowers our ambitions. We're just like, we get to not take ourselves so seriously.
Yep. And you do something stupid, you wake up and like, oh, I blacked out. I don't know what happened.
Yeah. Because you're going back to the narrative that everyone tells you. Hey, we need to all be serious. You have to
time to grow up.
Time to grow up again. It's like, no, let's be little stupid fucking kids, man. Be appropriate, right? Don't be doing stupid shit. Don't be breaking into people's houses, ding dong ditch and shit like that. That's childish. Yep. But just have fun.
Yeah. Bring light to other people's day and like allow your day just to be like relaxed and just chill out a little bit. Like we were talking earlier, with like not being necessarily numb at the 0, but you're saying the 15. Like just stay in your lane, kind of mind your own business, but have fun while you do it. Try to like lift other people up. Try to make sure like your day is good and you're just having a good time.
The best way I like to say it is just we all like quotes, because quotes are very simple and to the point. Be positively content. Be positively content. The other thing I said was, the other one I said about you in who you are and your outlook on life is be a positive realist. Don't be, I love optimism. Like this show is called Willfully Optimistic. I love optimism, but people have a negative connotation to both of them. They think people who are extreme optimist and positive people, they're people who's just like, the world's so full of sunshine and rainbows. They actually relate it to stupidity. They think you're just so stupid. You have no idea how real the world works.
They're having a good time.
And the world fucking sucks. Yes, the world fucking sucks. The world sucks. Life is fucking hard.
Especially now.
But it's amazing. I think it's truly amazing. It's such a blessing to.
It is what you make it, honestly.
It is, right? Right?
Yep.
Absolutely, and especially fucking now, man. This shit's been crazy. Been crazy.
Yep.
You've been out. I live in St. Michael now, so I've been home these last few months. So I was only 20 minutes from all that shit happening, and fucking crazy, man. I remember I actually was driving to St. Cloud the night that they shut all the targets down because the people were gonna meet up at Lake George and then ransack those. I'm like,
I was so happy it turned out to be like a peaceful protest.
Yeah,
that's what they need for.
That's what it's all about too, man. I understand that. I'm behind that, man.
Yeah, for real.
I'm behind that on anything you need to do peacefully, man.
Yeah, everything's pretty corrupt. Like I was saying, 2020 did not give us that courtesy spit.
That is funny. It has been one. But you know what? I just see positive from that, man. I see optimism from that.
I see
because it's
growing stronger from it.
Right? Guys, we're at the fucking rock bottom, motherfuckers. The only way we can be at a more rock bottom is if they do another shutdown. If another huge wave comes, they do another huge shutdown. Florida had 4,000 cases yesterday. Because they were one of the ones who opened up right away. 4,000. And Florida and Georgia, they were ones that never really shut down because they have really prideful governors. Like, oh, we're not shutting down our state.
Yeah,
and now it's so deep into it, they feel like they cannot look in the screen and say, I'm wrong. They can't say that. So I don't know how Florida and Georgia are going to turn out, but hopefully everyone else understands that. But anyway, that will be rock bottom. Rock bottom's the best thing to be, man, because you have nowhere to fucking go but up. I know we've heard that many times in life. Oh, when did it all change for you, Kevin Hart? This right here. I did this right here. I had no place to live. I was living off my mom. No one was liking me. I was hitting for rock bottom, and all of a sudden my perspective changed. When you hit rock bottom, your perspective changed. You're like, there's nowhere to go but fucking up, bro. There's nowhere to go but up. That's what I think.
Yeah, I agree.
I think to live that. I think to live that way. Live that way. Think it positively and optimistically, but putting reality into that too.
Being realistic.
Being realistic about life. Being realistic about it.
Yeah, that's why I like to post like a shit ton of content on like my Snapchat of just different weird, quirky stuff. Like I was saying, me and Ben at work, dude's hilarious. And of us just giggling, or just even, I posted like a 3-snap long video of us just crying, laughing in the trailer at work, and people loved it. People just loved hearing us laugh, and they're like, "Your laugh is making me laugh," and like, just do little things to make people's day better. You know,
I really wish, and I'm glad those people reach out to you, because I want people to reach out to me, because like it makes me feel good, right? I don't crave it and need it, but I just whenever something relates, or somebody understands something and just connects to something I'm saying, I would love for them to reach out. They used to do it in the beginning too. Remember, I told you the interactions become a lot lower, and I haven't had a lot of that since. But I wish I would have reached out to you, because you actually, one of the things with you and that buddy actually sparked that whole Laugh and Live Long podcast. And it was your thing that someone sent to you or whatever. It was snakes or sharks, or what was it? Sharks or something, whatever.
Yeah, snake.
And I'm like, dude,
what's worse, a snake or a shark?
And as I said, I'm like, Jose, we need to just do that. And that was funny. You guys were like, are you kidding me?
We were freaking out.
And even if you don't really care, even if you both like sharks, someone take the snake part and then just ramble and just make it fun. Just be like, you think sharks are worse than snakes?
Yeah, because he's like, and then he was mocking me all day. Ironically, or he was mocking me all day, like, "Oh yeah, there's a snake right there. Watch this." Turns around, walks away. He goes, "You're in this massive ocean, and this 12-foot gray white swims up to you. What are you gonna do? Outswim it?" I'm like, "Yeah, dude, because I'm freaking Michael Phelps, bro. Like, I'm the fastest swimmer." He's like, "No, you just float." And I'm like, "So?" And then we get like halfway done with this job. Granted, this was like an hour later. Same exact job we were on when we first started talking about it. And there's like this 3 or 4 foot gardener snake on the tar, and I'm like, oh my god, how ironic is this? What does he do? He goes, picks it up, starts chasing me around the job, and I'm sprinting, and he's like running around holding the snake.
It was live?
Oh yeah. Well, and he's just like running, and then there's this old guy sitting on his patio just smirking, and I'm like, Ben, put the snake down. And Ben's like, come here, face your fear. I'm like, Ben, put the snake down. And this old dude is just
having it, yeah.
Dude, he's crying, having his morning coffee, and I'm over here yelling over this little gardener snake. And
have you ever touched a snake?
Have you? I mean,
yeah. Well, I do every night. But I mean, have you ever? You know what I'm saying? Shit.
No, I grabbed one, and then it bit me, and I was like, I'm done. I'm done with this shit. You know, I'm done. Game over.
I've never touched them. I'm not afraid of them, because I know they don't mean harm, but I just don't care for them. But mine was getting bit. I was digging up back at the old place in Becker. I was digging out weeds, whatever, and literally this, like a movie, this motherfucker came right out the bush, went shh, and bit me on the hand. I'm like, what the fuck? And it went right back in.
And you didn't die? Did you have to go like get like depoisoned?
No, I'm good. I was good.
No,
good.
I mean, snakes are chill. I mean, they're good animals, especially the gardener snakes and bull snakes. You know, they population control and stuff. So I'm like, you walk that. You don't walk. You like slither, whatever they do. You move that way, dude, and I'm gonna like hang out here,
bro. I literally,
and then we'll be good. You know, like fuck.
I literally came up with this the other day, and I was like spiders. They're needed. They're awesome. They have a great life. They're very intricate to society. Do your fucking thing, but spiders, don't fucking jump on me. Stay the fuck away from me now. You do your thing. You eat all those mosquitoes and you get those bugs out my house, but stay the fuck away from me. That's
Dude,
really how
I hate
feel.
Spiders, bro.
That's just how I feel, man. The same with snakes. You just set quality control. They keep the numbers low, but stay the fuck away from me, man. I don't want to mess with you.
That was a tough topic, because like when I've been to Florida quite a few times, and I don't fuck with the ocean, man, because like there's some big fish in there, and sharks being one of them. Like I couldn't imagine just like chilling on the sandbar holding a margarita, be like, what up, and all of a sudden, a shark latched onto my cankle, and I'm dead. I just bled out, because another school of like 30 of them came in, ate the rest of my cankle that was hanging off my leg. I don't want that, like I wanted that margarita. I don't want to die. So like, dude, even though both of those things are scary. Dude.
Even though I know, everyone knows snakes, spiders, sharks, they don't mean us harm, but the fact that they can harm us sits in the back of our brain, and that's the only thing I fucking think about. I think about it. I struggle in lakes sometimes. I'm like, what if there's one crazy fucker who put an alligator in here, and this alligator's huge, and he wants my leg right now? I'm like, there's probably an alligator in here. We live in Minnesota, man. Dude, there ain't no goddamn alligators, but it just scares me.
Dude, even some of the muskies that I see, the size of them things, I'm like,
oh God.
I actually work with a guy, and he only fishes muskie. Like, this dude is like a professional muskie fisherman. Like, always gets one every time he goes out, and apparently these fish are like 1 in 10,000 casts. He's always snagging these things, and he has one on his Facebook. He's holding this thing, and I swear to God, it's got to be as tall as him. But like, he's holding the thing like this, and he's just chilling.
Yeah, if I'm just treading at the top of the water, don't fucking run into me. I'm gonna be out and never step in that lake again.
I'm trying to cool off.
Yeah. You do your business, I'll do mine. Everyone stay out their lanes. Everyone stay in their lane. Stay out of my lane. Everybody do their own fucking thing. I want to. that was a great. That
was a good tangent.
Yeah, that's the spirals that I love. But I was talking about. We were talking about storytellers, and then you were talking about. You just post a bunch of stuff about him, and people love that. I'm like, it's really funny how everyone loves that, and everyone connects that when someone's just being real, because it's literally it's Dawson over a screen. It's not, hey, this is Dawson on the screen, I'm here to say this and that today, right? Those are left for the news anchors and people that are doing specific jobs for that. But why doesn't most people do that? Everyone's Instagram, Snapchats, they're just highlight reels. They're just fucking highlight reels.
Yeah.
Why are you not? You're like, oh, I'm at the beach today. Look at me, guys. I'm at the beach. But little did you know, I'm super depressed. I slept until 11. Huh? I ate a huge fucking pizza for breakfast, and now I'm drunk. I'm drunk at the beach. But my life looks really cool. I was like, oh my God, X is having a great day, man. He's just the beach. Little you know, he's not.
No.
It's
just for show. And I was gonna actually like make kind of like a light humor / bashing version of that on my Snapchat the other day. I'm like, it's ironic because I'm on Snapchat and some girl has me added to her private story, and it's just a picture of Mike's Hard Lemonade, but then I got a buddy that's doing like 115 weaving through traffic, or he's doing hood rat shit, and he doesn't care. He posts it on his regular story, and it's like, it's crazy how you can see these differences in people, and how some people like want to hide like the stuff, but you don't think it's that bad, but to them in their life it's terrible. And it's just,
you never had a Finsta, did you?
No.
Either did I. I thought that shit was stupid.
I have an Instagram for my dog though.
Do you?
Yeah.
Russell?
Yep.
Why am I not following that? That's a hustle, dude. You were posting the other day the memories of him and like how little he was. He was so cute.
I know.
I'm like, he's still adorable, but he was so cute.
Yeah, I put it as my background on my phone now.
Oh, that's amazing. What is that? It's like a golden retriever, right?
Yep, purebred.
Literally, I have my neighbor. My brother just got one. Morgan and Erica just bought a place in Clearwater. They live in a house in Clearwater right by the McDonald's meats there in town.
Nice.
Yeah, I live there. So, and they have not little no more. He's like 15 weeks now, but they had a little baby lab called Thor. And then so I was playing with him for a while. And then I went home after that. Went to St. Michael. My neighbor's right across the street. And that's the St. Michael. So house and house right next to each other.
Yep.
In between our driveway and their driveway is maybe like less than a yard of grass. And next thing I look in there, and there's this little bitty Bentley. His name's Bentley, little golden retriever puppy. I'm like, I just got done playing with Thor, and now this guy's here. I ran. There's their daughters are like maybe like 7th grade, maybe like 6th grade and 8th grade young girls, and they were over there watching. I'm like, I know we've never talked before, but I'm gonna pet your buddy here. And they're like, yeah, this is Bentley. I'm like, he's so cute. And now he knows me. So like when he go out to pee, he'll come to my car, and he'll sit underneath my car and wait for me, whatever. Dogs, man.
Even on the job site, we were on one job in Brooklyn Park, and all of a sudden, like this dude was walking this bulldog, and I'm like, yo, I'm like waving. I'm like, that's a cute dog. And he goes, you want to pet him? I was like, no. And he's like, pet him. I was like, all right, I'm gonna say less. I walk up to him, and he's this like chunk of a bulldog starts jumping on me, almost knocks me over, and I'm petting him, and he's just like making his weird noises because they can't really breathe. It's kind of like a pug thing. But I made it even more cute, and I was like,
but they love us. They love us. That's their entire existence, is to love you.
Even my mom says, she's like, I know when you're home from work. And I was like why? And she goes, because Russell's freaking out. He starts freaking out and whining, and then I get home and he will not leave my side, follows me everywhere. Yeah. It's like, God, dude, I'm trying to shower.
Yeah, I gotta
trying to take a shit. Like,
I gotta. We have Lucy's our little poodle, and that's the same. When mom leaves, she looks at the door that mom just left. She's like, what the hell? And then she'll run all the way across the house and go to the right to the front door.
Trying to find an exit.
Look at the window. She's like, and then she'll see mom drive. And then she'll look around. I was like, what the hell, guys? Like, why'd you let her leave me? And then, the moment she comes, then she'll sit at the window the whole time. And then she'll see mom's car drive by, and then it disappears because she's turning in the driveway. And then she'll just run to that front door, and she'll be like, and just sit there waiting for mama to come. And then she does not leave mama's side all day. My mom works downstairs, upstairs to her room, and Lucy's just boom, 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 boom. Bubba, the other one, he'll just chill. He's like, I'll follow you if I need you, or whatever. I'll find you later, but I'm gonna chill here, and when you settle down somewhere else, tell me then, I'll come settle down with you. That's kind of how it works.
Dogs are everything we wish people were.
Did you just drop another quote? What?
Write that down. Write that down.
Isn't that true? I've heard a quote from, I think maybe those guys said it, but it was like, if you have never been a parent, you've never given unconditional love. But if you've never had a dog, you've never experienced unconditional love.
For real though.
Isn't that amazing? I feel like that's so true. Why are they always there? They never judge us. They just love us.
He just sits there and wags his tail.
Yeah, they never give us any judgment. And what they do, they give us judgment, but it's judgment from love. They look at us like, what's going on with this crazy fuck?
What are you doing?
What are you doing crazy now? Dogs are everything we wish humans would be.
That's Russell. He just sits there, good eye contact, put a hand out, firm, crispy handshake. Shout out to all the boomers that watch us. Good eye contact, firm handshake. Taught him well. But yeah, he's just the goodest of boys.
Damn, bro.
He is the goodest of boys.
I love dogs. And they just feel so friendly, and you just feel home within them. And you can talk to them. You can really talk to them.
My mom catches me doing that a lot too.
And they understand you a lot of time, man. At least they understand your tone. They understand, hey, I had a bad day, Russell. And he's like, you understand? He's like, hey, Russell, I had a good day. He doesn't know the words, but he's like, this guy's happy. Oh, this guy's sad. I'm gonna comfort him.
For real.
They're very instinctual. They know they're human. They know they're human. That's cool stuff. That's really cool stuff. I like that. Fuck yeah. You have another dog too, don't you?
Maya. Yep, she is 13 years old. She's slowing down.
And she's a retriever as well.
Oh yeah. Yep, she's got a lot of white in her. She's walking slow, but hey, she's still kicking.
She's still chugging.
Yeah,
she's still chugging.
She's still adorable. She's the queen, everyone calls her. They're like, "Oh, Queen Maya," and then they pet her, and then yeah, a lot of people are gonna be sad when she goes, but
yeah, we just put down our 16-year-old dog about 2 months ago. Cash. He was, I was before, you get to the point of life where you just don't remember day-to-day stuff no more. Like, I don't remember day-to-day when I was 6 or 7, right?
That's me every day.
That's me every day.
What did I do this morning?
What? That's me when I'm high all day. Oh, yeah, bro.
Heroin is a crazy drug.
Yes, it is. Speaking of that, we should shoot up. But yeah, he was with us from like the time I was 4 years old. 4 years old. So I can't even remember not having him and the fact that we lost him. But then again, just like you said with her, he had 2 years of that. He was like, should we put him down? We were questioning every month. Should we put him down? Should we put him down? And then all of a sudden, 24 months later, we're like, his time to go.
It's about that
he
time.
stopped eating. He stopped sleeping with my mom and dad. He started sleeping just in the mudroom area, and all the dogs sleep on the bed. And he did for years. He couldn't even make it up there. He couldn't even make it up the bed. So he's like, I'm not doing it. And they were like, oh, this guy's struggling. His ribs were always inverted. We love them. And he'll always be with us. Always be with us.
For real.
That's the thing about death, man. That's the crazy thing about death, is that even though somebody is gone, that's where my spirituality comes into it. They're still here with you. I don't think their physical vessel or any soul is still with you, but everything that they taught you, every lesson that they gave you, every interaction you had with them, that sits with you. They still live with you for the rest of your days, and you will do the same for when you pass. Every conversation, every teaching, every lesson, every activity, experience that you had with somebody else, that will live with them for the rest of life. You are living with them for the rest of their life.
So it's kind of like they left their legacy behind.
Exactly. That's legacy. That's a great word. Legacy is all I believe in. That's what's left behind.
There was a guy I worked with, and he was talking about with his kids, and he was like, they can carry on my legacy, or said it in a different way like that. It's been a few years since I talked to this guy. And I was just thinking about it at first. I'm like, that doesn't really make any sense. But then thinking about it, like, it's true. You teach them everything that you know and that you've been taught, and you're able to share that knowledge. It's kind of like the way I look at it is kind of like how I am with the gym. Like I've shared my knowledge with Brady and like what I know, and I've watched him grow now. And now he's showing up. I'm doing 4 sets of 12. I'm going to do this. And it's like, it's crazy how when you show people like a little bit, or you kind of tip your hand to them, they just take it and run. That's the best feeling in the world.
It is. It truly is. The best feeling. People think the most amazing thing, and they always say like the ones who can't do teach, but people think, there's glory in being the player, right? But there is so much love, satisfaction, and just, meaning in being the teacher. Teaching somebody just one thing. Like you said, you didn't teach me anything. I'm going to give you a little bit of critique here. Take it and run with it. And seeing somebody excel on that and take it to, and they're making their own version, whatever it is. Dude, it's what was that? I don't know what that was, but like everything's fine. A ghost up around here. My dad's not even here no more, so I don't know what the fuck that was.
Have a seat. Right there.
Have a seat. Yeah. Just don't block this. This is my good side. Don't block me, man. Yeah, but I don't know what I don't know what we were talking about
Something
before.
like legacy and tip in the hand and
Yeah. Anyway, that's what I just think. And that's why I think it's important to leave your legacy, but not the legacy is like big business or fame, fortune.
humble.
It's about
It's a
what
humble legacy.
your teachings, what you taught everyone else, what you gave everyone else, non-material. What's the non-material things you gave people? That's what lives on.
See, I was thinking like we were talking before, and how like being in the center of attention, like that's what like brought satisfaction to me, or used to, just kind of being an ass clown and everything. And I still mess around. Don't get me wrong. I still have humor. But what brings me true satisfaction now is like just being able to spread knowledge and showing people like different things and giving them a laugh, making their day better, having them literally message me and say, dude, your snaps are hilarious. I love what you do. You're so funny. Keep it up. Like you help me get through the day. And to me, that like right there just shows like what I want to do is I want to like lift people up. I want to make people's day better. I want to like help motivate them in a certain way, but also do it where I'm real. I'm not being like, on a scripted message being like, you are a great person and have a super awesome personality. I want to just put like my twist on it, and like that's kind of what I want my legacy to be.
And I'm glad we had this conversation. Just I'm glad that works for you, because we talked about before we were recording. That's what I have to get back to too. I've just become so unnatural with it, and people can tell. Even if people don't know you, they can tell it's unnatural, because humans have. We have instinct. We have instincts. We can just tell when someone's being a poser. We can pick that up. And I've been the videos I make on TikTok or Instagram, like when I'm talking, whatever. There's times I find myself where I'll make it and delete it and do it again, and every single time I find the first one was the best one.
Yep.
Why? Because it was the best. It would not. Why was it the best one? Because it was the best. Why was it the best?
Be the best. You gotta be the best.
You want to be the best. You gotta be the best. Why was it the best one? Because it was the most natural.
Exactly.
There was a bunch of not ums, but it was a bunch of like, yeah. Huh? It doesn't have to be fucking scripted. Cut that shit.
Dude, that happens so much to me on Snap.
And I'm going to cut that shit.
Just delete it.
Go
back through.
Overthinking.
You just keep, I'm like, oh, I should have said this different.
Yeah, it needs to be more professional.
I should just say it.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Just you want to say that differently? Say it in the next message you're going to do, right?
Yep.
Try and tie it in somewhere else and be like, last time I was talking about this. This is what I want to say about it, blah, blah, blah. Natural. It needs to be natural. It needs to be more natural.
And there's been times I've done that. I've done these rants, or I've done a little bit of a motivational speech on my Snapchat, and I don't want to say hate, but people like try to like just debate it and give like their standpoint.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing, is when like you get that, I feel like you should just respect that and say, I see where you're coming from. Absolutely. This is kind of like was my main goal and point here and what I was doing. And then 90% of the time it's cool. Then you agree and you just move on, and then they keep watching your content and they love it.
Yeah. Yeah. Coming when they come with, not malintent hate, but they come with a little bit of hate or a little bit of question,
A little bit of edge on them.
Yeah. Don't
feel it out.
Don't. There's a little bit of heat. Don't bring that fire back to them.
Don't
right?
snap. Yeah.
Just be the hose, right? Spray a little bit of water on them. Like, hey, okay, I understand that. Let's have a conversation. I'm glad you came out to me. Yeah. I'm glad you talked to me. Let's start a little bit of a dialogue.
This is what I wanted. You know, when I do those, it's like, God, sometimes I'm like, I wish I just had more interaction on this, because it's like, I want something to like work with here. I want a topic to talk about, and I'm sometimes I am giving that topic, and that's why I want people to come back at me with a different standpoint, so then I can see like, okay, I actually never looked at it like that, but like now that you say that, that brings up like a lot more other things related to this one specific topic.
And that's where I messed up, because if you go to on any of the podcasting platforms and you find the Willfully Optimistic show, it'll say what the show is about, and it literally says, I'm trying to build a bigger community of positive, optimistic thinkers who want to think for themselves and just spread happiness and kindness, whatever, right? I'm trying to find other people like me. But when you come off as the Jedi, right? You know everything. No one's gonna ever rebuttal you. They're like, fuck you, dude. I'm out, man. Yep. But you come to them as, hey, I'm a student too. You're a student. Let's be students together. And going back to my comment, how the beauty of human beings, that we're so different but so alike, right? So they come at you with a different view. You guys have a good dialogue, a good conversation about it, and what do you do at the end of it? You come to a common understanding, like, wow, we're actually a lot more alike than we initially thought. We have a lot more of the same morals and understandings and values that we before we thought that when you came at me saying like, oh, I don't agree with that. It's like, oh, okay, why don't you agree with that? Oh, that's why you don't agree with that.
Yeah, you just come to a mutual agreement, and that's one thing I think healthy debating has gone out the fucking window. People are literally.
It's attack mode.
This baseball right here is the best baseball because of this. And they're like, and people are like, no, but like, have you looked at, nope, just this one. I'm only allowing you to listen to my point and my point only, and that's all that matters as long as I can get my point out there. Yours doesn't matter.
Doesn't fucking matter.
No, just like express your feelings, express like what it is, sit back, and like I was saying earlier, be teachable, be willing to learn, and just listen to what they have to say, and just say, yep, okay, and just like to let them know you're still listening, even if you disagree. Just listen, give it a chance.
Just give it a chance. Give it a chance, because the one thing you will have every single time, and it's never a bad thing to have, is you will have gained, whether you agree with it or not, but you will have gained a perspective.
Or knowledge, even knowledge.
Or knowledge, absolutely. And when perspective is lost, that's when arguments happen. When you don't understand somebody else's perspective. When you understand where they're coming from, why they're coming from that perspective, it's like, oh, okay, we totally disagree. You and I totally disagree on this topic, but I totally understand why you're coming from this topic. No, let's agree to disagree, go our separate ways. Thank you for this conversation, making me learn a little bit better. Thank you, Dawson, for coming and sitting down with me.
Hey, thanks for having me.
And then thank you for tuning in and listening to us today. We really appreciate it. And like always, until next time, take care, my friends.
Thanks, guys.
Hey guys, thanks for listening to today's show. It means a lot to me. I hope you have found something to take away from the show today. Remember, AudioSmilez, smiles with a Z, on social media. Marshal Kramer for all my personals. Thanks again for listening, guys. Talk to y'all next time.